Okay, let's go ahead and get started on this there, everybody. Welcome back to another Terraria stream. I'm your host, Strange Jim, and today we're going to be getting back into our single-player version of Terraria. I had to kind of start back over a little bit to recover from, um, my profile dying and stuff like that. Um, so and unfortunately, I did not have cloud on at the time, so yeah, we have a lot to kind of recover with on this. Um, so let's get back into it, shall we? Now, um, we have still quite a bit to kind of work through. I haven't been able to explore too much because I am a little worried, with the fact that I'm, medium core, if I die, well, then I'm in trouble. It drops off all my equipment and the like, so I gotta be careful when and how I die. So yeah. Now, at the very tail end of last week's session, I was kind of starting to throw some things in the chest up here. One of which being, we had a potions chest. So let's grab all these other potions that I have down here and throw them up into the chest above. Let's see, right here. There we go. Let's see. Now, haven't grabbed any like major blocks or anything along those lines, so we can go ahead and craft ourselves a mana crystal here. So let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. Now, on this particular single player playthrough, I might consider, switching over to like a different like playstyle altogether because I need to, um, I need to kind of, have that potential for survival a little bit more. Or at least try to. So, you know, um, I just don't know how good it's going to be for, in terms of like, magic damage versus melee damage or summoning damage for vanilla Terraria. I know that a lot of people like to use ranged um, in terms of single player, but I'm not quite sure how good it is in terms of vanilla um, for like magic users and the like. So I don't know. I'll have to kind of look at that a little bit more. Okay, so we have. Looks like we have a chest for furniture. You know what? Let me grab these other chests here and put them down. Um, and then ooh, can't really do anything. I can't. If I put a roof on here and put a door up, then I'm gonna be blocking myself on that. So let's see. Let me Maybe put these over here for right now and see what we can kind of do there. Let me... Let me go ahead and throw all the plants, all the seeds and the like, because those tend to be quite numerous. And put them in the chest above, so I don't have to necessarily worry about them on down here. Let's grab that mining potion as well. Missed it the last time. And yeah, that should do. And we'll just throw these in here. Now I might need to just throw these other, actually, now that I think about it, um, let me actually put these in a completely different chest. I know that I'm probably going to be getting more of these, and I'd rather not fill up the seeds and plant chest right away, so. Okay, so our tree forest is still kind of growing for the most part. So we're going to leave that one alone for the time being. Come on over here real quick. Just so I don't have any enemies kind of trying to come on in and trying to attack me and everybody else in the in my little village here. Now, and that's not to say that I can't have like, I can have like different loadouts, right? So it's not like I'm uh, in any, like I can't, like if I'm having a hard time with a magic build, I can throw on a mage build as well. I don't know what it will do in terms of, um, what happens if I die? Will my loadouts still stay with me, or are those lost as well? I'm not sure. Um, but um, let's see. Let's see. We'll go ahead and get ourselves some bars here. There we go. You know what? I want to verify like the proper um, quality here. So tin bar, has 35% lead, has 43%, and tungsten has 50%. And can mine meteorite. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna be looking for tungsten overall. Now, I don't have any kind of armor right at this moment in time. Let's see, it is some lead armor here that I could use. I'll provide like 8 defense versus 10, which would only give me 5. I don't have enough tungsten, so let's let's see. How much do I need here? 15, 40, 60 bars. I don't know if I have that much in terms of lead right at this moment in time. I do not. Hmm. I mean, I could go for a um I could go for a tin set first. You know, just to kind of give me a little bit of armor and then start kind of building up the lead a little bit more. I could do that. So, hey there, Lucas. How you doing there, bud? Playing Terraria all by myself, or you with the science team? Nope, no science team. Just by myself. I've had problems with people coming on into. I originally had this long time ago open for anybody that wanted to kind of come on in and um, join me at random. I didn't really have a problem at first. Then I had people, because I wanted people to kind of join me, with, starting out fresh, right? Like nothing, you know, brand new character, new equipment, new everything, and I would gladly supply like the resources necessary for them to, um, build brand new equipment, right? I had no problem with, supporting anybody that wanted to do that. Problem was that I had people join in and they were having like post Moon Lord equipment on them and flying off into space and stuff like that. And I'm like going, okay, this is my first time playing Terraria, way back in the day, and I didn't want them like suddenly like triggering bosses, like going down into hell and you know um, triggering hard mode when I had barely even started learning Terraria to begin with. So it got to the point where I had to shut that down, unfortunately. So it's one of those things where we had unfortunately one person that basically ruined the opportunity for anybody that really wanted to do any kind of multiplayer with me concerning Terraria. So, but you know, not much I can really do about that now. So, um, oh, you mean Blackheart? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's always that one person that, doesn't, wants to kind of do their own kind of thing, and it's like, well, you're not, if I have like a certain set of rules that, I'd like you to kind of follow, then I'd hope that you would follow them. But, some people just don't want to listen at times. So, I mean, not much I can really do about that. So, okay, let's go ahead and get ourselves um, some tin armor here at the very least. So, Blackheart's going to be coming on in about an hour or so. Um, um, so, there we go. Throw these in there for right now. We'll grab that. Let's go ahead and put our tin armor on. Yeah, this is just a pure vanilla. So it's okay there, Licorice. No worries. Um, names can be quite difficult at times, so I don't expect everybody to have names memorized. So okay, so we got the crimson over on the right hand side, and that's gonna be kind of difficult to deal with. Um, so maybe, well, it is nighttime. know what, let's go ahead and get ourselves. Let's open up this passageway here. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, Blackheart will be coming on in about an hour, and once he's here, then we're gonna be switching on over to Calamity. So. Okay, there we go. Okay. We have a little bit of a cave here. Not much, but kind of a tight tight quarters here. You know what? I think that's a little too much for me to kind of deal with right at this moment in time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and ah, damn it. Really? There we go. I'm gonna be so happy when I can get myself a better better weapon. I do not like the boomerang. So but at least it offers a little bit more damage overall, so more lead down there. Problem is that desert's kind of dangerous with the antlions, so I don't necessarily want to go down there and fight them. Let's see. Still got some tin here. Oh my gosh, this is a huge mountain. What the hell? Go for the Star Fury? I could. That looks like a small-ish cave. And at least go down and grab this. Light this up a little bit. Ah, come on. Come on. Oh, blast you. Come on. There we go. One of the things that I know about this game is that, right now, the early game, it's best to just kind of search and loot as much as you can, so... see if you can find yourself some some caves that you can get into, see if you can find some chests that you can loot, you know, blah blah blah. So, alright, and there we go. Yeah, pretty much looting simulator. Until I can get myself a better weapon, this will have to do for right now. So. Nope. Jumped over me. There you go. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. That hurt a lot. Nope, nope. Oh, yikes. That sucks. I was a little worried about that. Okay. Well, let's try to get back there and not die. Yeah. Try medium core for this one. I don't know if I'm gonna do well with it. Oh boy. Um, hmm. Braver than you. Well, I mean, I've already tried to play this, I've already played this once, with Blackheart, on regular difficulty, co-op wise, and, defeated it with, um, you know, defeated, multiplayer with that, you know. So I know that, medium core, with the loss of equipment you know, is more difficult, obviously. Case in point, losing all my equipment there. But, um, I wanted to try to do something a little bit different. Because, I mean, I can't keep on doing, like, easy level Terraria on my channel all the time, right? Who's going to be watching that? I want to have a little bit more, um, oh boy, this is not going to be ideal. Stay away from me, you damn birds. I don't know how, oh shit. No. If my, equipment disappears after a time or not. I hope it doesn't. There we go. Yep, the world is definitely on expert. Okay, there's that. Showing the advantage of time, however, too many items exist. Okay. Oops. Almost ran into that slime right there. Okay. Oh, shit. There. Let's just go straight back and set this back up again. Yeah, I mean, if there's too many items, I get that, but you know, let's see, break that open. We're using that. We had those. We had some torches. Time to kind of reset everything. There we go. There's that. Let's see. We had... Oh, here, actually, let me do this, and then I can do that. There we go. Now, we can go ahead and sell off the wooden sword. We can sell off the pickaxe there. Don't really need those. Alright, let me put them down there so I don't get them confused with anything else here, because I want to kind of hold on to these. Put those away. Put that away. Put that away. Put that away. We're going to go ahead and sell off these blowpipes. Let's go ahead and craft some more rope coils, because I'll probably still be needing those for time being. Delay there, dude. There we go. Alright, let's see. Okay, we had some... We were doing some plants over here, so let's throw those in there. Let's go ahead and put our chest down. I guess I'll put the bait in here for right now. We'll put the gels in there. Okay, let's go ahead and sell off these weapons and stuff like that that I don't really need. I am kind of thankful that when I die, it kind of resets my, like, equipment, you know, for the most part. So I don't necessarily, like, you know, they give me, like, the copper sword and stuff like that back to me. So I mean, you know, you still have the basic weapons and alike. So yeah. Hey there, Alfie. How you doing there, bud? Welcome back to the stream. Okay. I could do the enchanted boomerang. That would be a little bit better overall. I do have a fallen star to kind of use. So, Well, Alfie, to be honest, I have not had a chance to really use it. Or we never really had a chance to really use it in the modded Terraria. So just to kind of give you a heads up, it's yeah, okay, Hellstone Bar, not surprising there. And we don't have the Shimmering or Ice Boomerang there to do anything more, but hey, we at least have a little bit more damage going on, so I mean that's something at least. So let's use the wand up there for right now. Okay. We haven't been able to find much in terms of like useful artifacts yet. I guess in a way, I could probably try to do something where, like, I want to try to keep the my like village safe, from any kind of corruption expansion, when we get to the um, so um, so what I should probably do is build myself like a little bit of a um, way to kind of block the corruption from expanding out here too much, which means that I'm gonna have to, well, to be honest, I'm probably gonna have to expand out this tunnel a little bit more than what I'm currently doing anyway. So, but I can at least expand this out to this cave over here, to the far right. And then I can kind of do the exact same thing to the left. I don't necessarily want to go out during the nighttime, so that's why I'm kind of doing some digging down here for the time being. So, my health is still very low, and until I can find myself some heart containers, it's going to be very dangerous to do a whole lot of exploring, obviously. So. Now, what I do need to do is, the corruption spreads, with the background as well. So if I really want to try to make sure that, I'm completely safe, then I'll need to do, I'll need to kind of break open, break the background here as well. So. Although that might lead to mobs kind of, spawning in these underground tunnels as well. Which might be a little bit of a pain, but I mean, I don't know what else to really do to kind of protect myself, really. You know, in terms of stopping the corruption. So, I mean, I know of how to stop the corruption, around the initial spawn area, right? But obviously, once um, the problem is that, when you, um, when you start, after you've defeated the Wall of Flesh, there's another zone that opens up afterwards, and that zone can spread the corruption, or crimson, which is which is what I have, the crimson. Um, I can spread that around the entire world as well. So but I'm gonna have to kind of break these back walls so that I can make sure that it doesn't spread through the back walls. So that's gonna be fun. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably not really needing to dig this all the way out to the tree, but, you know, that's my plan right at the moment. Just, dig all the way out to there, and that way, this entire area hopefully, you know, remains, you know, untouched, so the Crimson won't necessarily ruin my main base. You know, if it was to get to this point. So let's go and grab those 10 here. Oh, got some more tin up there, huh? Okay. Grab those. One of the reasonings behind that I have with, you know, trying to grab as much material as I possibly can, as well as the fact that, you know, I don't know if the, um, um, if I make equipment for the other loadouts, will it, you know, will those loadouts drop when I die? I would hope not. That would kind of suck if that was the case. Um, we'll definitely find out in all due time, that's for sure. Especially if I can get myself, oh, this lined up nicely now, didn't it? There we go. Okay. Let's grab this lead that's here. Is that tin over there that I see, Ashley? Yep, it is. Awesome. Let's grab that as well. I know that there's better resources, you know, I know, but, you know, I still need to kind of keep myself protected. So, alright. Now I'll have to do for right now. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get ourselves, you know, let's fill in these spots here. Don't necessarily need uneven ground right at the moment. I want to just be able to kind of run through this without any difficulty. So, okay. So obviously, if I want to be, you know, thorough, then I should, you know, use my hammer there to kind of get rid of the background and kind of widen up the spacing there, because the corruption can still get through this. So, okay, traveling merchant, hello. What do you got to sell? Okay. I mean, as much as I'd like to have a DPS meter to be able to, like, you know, combine with other materials right at this moment in time, I want to kind of hold off on that. Same with the life form analyzer. So, I mean, he sells these, you know, he sells these on a regular basis anyway. So it's not like I'm like in, like, it's gonna be the one and only time, you know. That's not really the case. He will sell those later if necessary at, you know, um, so so it's all good. Let's see. Okay, we don't have enough for another another tin set right at this moment in time, so at least not yet. I think I needed like what, 60 or so to build a, another tin set. Was it? Let's confirm this real quick. 20, 16, and 12. 48. Okay. Yeah, so I definitely don't necessarily have all the necessary bars for that yet to do a second, just to kind of see if I can get like a different loadout. So, which kind of makes me wonder, like I can't necessarily throw. Oh, here, hold on. Oh, did I sell that one sword? I think I sold that one sword. I did. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think I can put like a, yeah, I can't put any kind of weaponry anywhere here. So even if I wanted to, like, directly go, hey, I'm gonna switch over to loadout slot 2, I can't, and I won't have another weapon on me. So yeah, okay. So it's basically, equipment wise, so I'm gonna need to have like another chest for like spare weapons. So, which kind of begs the question, maybe, I mean, I've already made my summon right at this moment in time you know, for the Finch staff. Maybe I should kind of leave that behind anyway. So if I was to die, I have that on hand available as a backup now. So let's see. We'll name this as the death chest. Just basically, equipment to have on hand as a backup just in case. So, um, okay. Now, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this cave here because I know that it um, I have the potential of going pretty far down on this one. Um, and um, I'm gonna need to kind of explore anyway, so oh, there's some more tungsten ore up there. That's awesome. Okay. Don't really see anything else in there for right now, so we'll leave that alone. Okay. Okay, let's go exploring, shall we? See if we can find some good equipment. Or at least some good resources. So... that looks like a lot down there, so I'm going to hold off on that. Okay. Okay, I don't think I can... yeah, I can't necessarily jump up there. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Hey there, Para. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's your day been? Okay. Okay. Travel merchant's gone. It's gonna be kind of difficult to reach that right at the moment. Okay, we'll just leave that alone for right now. Ah, missed. Hey there, Tank Gaming. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's your day been? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna necessarily touch that with a 10-foot pole there, Para. I've been rickrolled enough. You doing good? That's awesome to hear. Let's see. Put that there. Okay, you know what? Let's... I still need... oh, that was not the placement that I wanted. Oh well. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put that there. It's alright, man. I mean, who hasn't been rickrolled from time to time? You know, if someone says that they've never been rickrolled before, then I would say that they're probably a damn liar. I would find that, I mean, highly improbable. Especially in today's day and age. Ooh, I see you there. Ooh, you were tricky on that one. Okay, hold on. Get rid of that. The pressure plate was right there. Right underneath the water. Oh. Rickroll the scam call. Nice. Yeah. Unfortunately, they've been, you know, more and more nowadays. It feels like, everybody's been kind of scamming everybody, and it's kind of sucks, you know. So, oh, I see that down there. That's gonna be handy. There we go. You hate scammers? I mean, who loves them? I mean, the only people that would probably love scammers would be like other scammers, or like maybe their you know, relations or something like that. Someone that some for some reason loves them. Why, I don't really know, but I mean, if I found out like that, if I had a significant other that was doing scam calls, I'd probably break up with them because, you know, they are completely ignoring the golden rule, man. Treat others like how you would like to be treated. And if you're trying to scam people, you know, out of their money and resources and stuff like that, then oh, yeah, come on, get up there. Um, then you're terrible. It's like, no. Why would I want to associate with someone that is actively hurting other people? You know. So, what are you talking about there, Dodge? No idea what you're not sure what you're referring to. I'm not actually. If you're thinking that I'm playing on Journey difficulty, then you're highly mistaken. So, let's see. Probably like the money, but poor granny. Yeah, indeed. The scammers that are going after the older generation. I'm kind of thankful for the channels that are actively participating in like taking down the scam call centers. I actually like sent them an email saying, hey, I know that I'm not necessarily super intelligent or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, uh, maybe my, programming experience might be handy for them, but, oop, ow, fuck, that hurt. but yeah. But I love when, when those people, and when, other YouTubers kind of goes after, like, call scam centers and like, makes them pissed off or makes them lose their money or something like that. I love that when that happens. So, there it goes. I've personally scared a scammer that was doing free art commissions by naming fake characters to have them draw cities around them because finding an IP address is really easy. Yeah, yeah, there's that too. A lot of people don't realize, what a lot of people don't seem to realize is the fact that, just taking pictures can be, letting people know where you live. So, and a lot of people don't know about that. Oh, I am out of torches. Hold on, let's go and create myself some more. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't consider myself like a full-on hacker or anything like that. You know, I don't have the experience there to really, um, um, and even then, I'm always worried about, like, I wouldn't mind, like, getting the knowledge of trying to be like a white hat, but, um, problem is that I don't necessarily have like the resources to do anything along those lines, and I don't necessarily want to be like trying to hack other people's websites or anything along those lines. So, never really got, never really got into that. So, I've seen people find a location of people simply because the sun shine on a specific location. I mean, that is true as well. I mean, just simple pictures. So. Oh yeah, metadata is a scary thing, but all it takes is, in reality, is clicking on a link that you shouldn't, and how it could take a screenshot of your PC screen at that moment. Yeah. Well, I mean, all it would, need to do is just get the your IP address if they really wanted to. So, and some people don't even guard their IP address. So. I mean, hell, most people don't really even know that, they should probably have, something other than the default password on their router, you know, and, you know, people leave their, default password on their router, and suddenly you have hackers, getting, having access to a person's, secured, you know, uh, uh, to their secured, home internet, and suddenly, uh, they now have access to your home computer as well as everything else. So, yeah, it can be kind of a scary thing. And I know that I'm barely even touched the surface of what some people can do in terms of overall hacking and like. you know. Okay, where are you going? Down this way? Okay. Me being told not to port forward and doing it anyways. Indeed. So, yeah, exactly. You know, always be able to, you know, protect yourself and protect others. You know, at least as much as you can. So, Fairy's just kind of pointing me towards that chest, which is great. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. Don't really see any kind of explosives. Oh yes, magic mirror. That's awesome. Got some more tungsten bars. I saw that. Scammers don't ask out. No worries there, Tank. Yeah, I've seen plenty of channels that have done the exact same thing that you're doing as well. So, you know. Let's see. Are we going to have a discussion about the morality of this? Morality of what? Of scamming the scammers? Or hacking in general? If it's hacking in general, then the morality there is that, you know, technically it shouldn't be, you know, the morality of hacking is that it really shouldn't be something that someone should be doing, you know, morality-wise, obviously, you know, because you want people to be able to, just live their normal lives, right? You know, you don't have to worry too much about hacking overall, right? But but let's face it, there's always a lot of unscrupulous people out there that will do what they please. I mean, like I said, there's all those scammers, right? You know, they are going to hurt other people. And so you need a counterforce against that. Okay. Um, it kind of sucks that you have people that, need to have that white hat on to do the counter hacking. But it's one of those, I guess you might say, necessary evils, unfortunately. So, um, does make sense that they would deserve it, but the money you get ultimately isn't yours, but it would be hard to trace back where the main money came from in the first place. Indeed. Well, I mean, there are some people that try to intercept the calls and will try to put the money back to those individuals. Okay. Um, like there's some sites like there's one site that would actively try to listen in to these scammers, and then they would basically call those people up and say, please don't do this, they are scamming you. um, you know stop, don't give them any kind of money, you know. So there's those individuals that will try to step in beforehand, but if they can't do that in time, then they will try to find that particular individual themselves. Like they kind of do like a what's the word I'm looking for? They kind of do a reverse engineer of like that phone call, find the person in question, and will try to help them get the money back that way. Um, so it's one of those things where it's like, I appreciate the people that are actively trying to stop them from doing that. Like Mark Rober, for example. Have you guys seen that particular video where Mark Rober sends their um, sends their what's it called again? The that one package. Um, he sent you know he sent them one in the mail, and they were like, "On what the heck is this?" And well, scammers got a rude awakening on that video. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. It is fantastic. So, um, but yeah, the like I it would be nice if there was never a need for that. Okay, like the fact that Mark Rober even created a you know created that trap in the first place. You know, because you had all those people come by his porch to steal, that stole his deliveries, right? Um, you know, and it sucks when people do that. Now, don't get me wrong. Um, it it's kind of it it also sucks in that some people, like feel like they need to do that for some reason. I don't know exactly why, okay? Um, like desperation is unfortunately a very um, difficult problem, especially when you get to a point where you are really in a hard place in your life, okay? You know, I'm not gonna say like, hey, you know, theft is good. No, theft is typically, not not really morally great, Um, but at the same time, you think back on stories like, Robin Hood, for example. Um, you know, people that are so greedy that they are actively harming others to expand on their greed. Okay, so what would you say along those lines, right? Is you know um, is Robin Hood taking money from the rich to give to the poor? Isn't that still theft? Still morally wrong? Well, one would say yes. Others would say, well, I mean, those poor people needed the help, right? You know, so it's one of those things where it's like, sometimes it can be, uh, you know, uh, it's there might be times where it might be a necessary evil. Okay, so I'm not gonna say like, like I wouldn't want people to go, go, hey, I'm extremely poor. I'm gonna go out and rob the rich. No, that's, you know, um, you know, uh, like for example, Robin Hood, he went after very specific people. People that were kind of lined up with the corrupt government and stuff like that, right? Or the corrupt system government and so on and so forth. So, um, oh, that's actually a pretty decent vein right there. Um, so it's one of those things where it's like, um, you know, morality. It would be nice if it wasn't necessarily necessary, but at the same time, you have a lot of people out there that will use their own power and influence to get what they want at the, sake of others. And that's wrong as well. So that's all. Yeah, indeed. You know, the history is typically written by the victors there, Para, indeed. So, and uh, that can be kind of problematic as well. You know, like one of the scary thoughts is, like what would have happened, a scary thought here, something that I don't, I would never want to even consider, right? But what would have happened if Germany had won World War II? You know, they did, you know, they defeated everybody. They defeated the Allies and stuff like that. How would they have, they were burning books as it was anyway, right? But how would the history, what would their history had been, right? If they had won, you know, scary thought, right? So, you know, they might have done something. They might have done something like, the you know these people deserve to die, and it's like, oh my god, no, kind of thing, right? So it's it's indeed a very concerning, idea, right? But I mean, when you have like good historians that can kind of think about um, that still analyze the history anyway, um, and show the fact that um, um, you know, when you have situations where um, um, the historians themselves are actively showing the fact that even the victors are not so great. Then you actually have some decent historians there, right? So at the end of the day, is immorality something we made? Yeah, indeed. I mean, when you think about it, um, one, you know, something that might be perfectly, fine and well, I mean, think of it. Think of this. Um, uh, you know, like there's been, back in the day, it was believed that taking a picture, with a camera would steal a person's soul, you know. So, and, for certain culture, certain civilization, that was, trying to take any kind of picture of anybody was morally wrong. No one should take any kind of picture of anybody because morally it was reprehensible. No one should be taking any kind of picture because you're stealing my soul, right? So, whereas anybody with a camera, back then, they didn't really think about it along those lines, right? They thought, what are you talking about? Capturing someone's soul. That's not what happens. Wait, what? That kind of thing, right? So, who's in the right on that? You know, morality, you know, based off the culture, the people saying that, hey, you're taking pictures of me, you're stealing my soul, um, you are evil incarnate when you do that, right? Whereas if you look at it from a person that is, just trying to take the picture itself, right? Um, they are just trying to, um, you know, just take information or, get some, uh, they're just trying to preserve some information and the like, right? So, um, they don't really see that as a, morally wrong situation, right? So, um, so yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's kind of based off of the culture, right? So, morality feels like ever-changing invisible rulebook. Indeed. Well, I mean, it's all, morality kind of it's kind of based off of the culture itself, the culture will have its own sense of morality to it. So, um, like how someone will conduct themselves, right? And if you do not conduct yourself in the same kind of fashion as everybody else, then you are in the wrong. You know, you are going against the laws of everybody else, right? So, um, and that's why it can be kind of problematic. So, how do we even get to this talk? Well, we talked about the morality of uh, getting back at scammers. That's how we got back to it. So, okay, but I see that Blackheart is starting up Terraria. So looks like we are gonna need to switch on over to the multiplayer Calamity mod here in just a second. So let me go ahead and do a little bit of last minute cleanup here before I have to switch on over to Calamity. So um, let's see. And we got some platinum ore in there. Gotcha. Okay. Got some topaz. Okay. Okay, let me go ahead and throw these statues and everything here. There. Let's see. We'll throw those in there. Potions. Okay. Well, that's where we're gonna go ahead and close on down this single player version. So, a place where the ethics were very different from nowadays are the ancient civilizations like the Roman Empire, Egypt, and the Babylonian Empire. Oh yeah, the medieval era too. Indeed. But everything had its own touch of civilization, touch of rules and stuff like that. And in some ways it's kind of based off of religion as well, right? You know, you have religious guidance or viewpoints and stuff like that. But that's a conversation that we have to be very careful with. If I say the wrong thing, that's going to piss off a lot of people. So, but we're going to go ahead and stop the single player here at this point, and we're gonna switch on over to the Calamity mod. So, uh, so I'm gonna be stopping this video, stopping the recording of this. So if anybody's watching this on YouTube later, they'll know like, hey, we're at the end of for this video. If they want to watch the multiplayer version, then they can always come to the streams, or go and watch the videos on my other playlist with the multiplayer with Blackheart. But I'm going to switch on over here in just a minute. I'm going to stop the recording right now.